recorded so much Armored Core, and that's because, like, as exhausting as it can be, sometimes to record things for like fucking 10 hours straight, like, I stop and then I'm like, I'm record some more. Because I love these games so much, and I especially love the pre-Armored 4 games so much, with some exceptions, Ninebreaker, for example. I love these games so much, and this mission is a great reason why. You wouldn't see something like this. Like, Verdict Day doesn't do anything like this, for example. And Verdict Day is one of the best, like, the better Armored Core game to have come out since Armored Core 4. Like, straight up. You have, like, but even so, even being the best Armored Core since 4, it's still nothing compared to Silent Line. Silent Line has some of my favorite missions in the franchise in it. You'll see another one coming up. It's really it's nothing. It's not really. It's not like, nothing unique like this. It's not like a. It doesn't force like a new situation on you, like this. And again, this is a new situation. This is something you don't really deal with stealth very often in Armored Core. You don't really have to like slow down and take your time and sort of eyeball the environment in Armored Core. So this is a new and interesting situation for the player to be thrown into. And it's easy to get caught, but if you slow down and you take your time, it's fine. You know, it's not it's not like some stealth games or some stealth sections in games, especially nowadays where you have to like slow to a crawl, you know, and it's like stealth. No, it's not anything like that. This is just slow down, keep your wits about you, and you're fine. I don't know how it counts as stealth when I'm firing missiles at like helicopters, but you would think somebody would hear that. It's probably the least stealthy thing you could possibly do. Then again, you'd think somebody would hear the bam, 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 bam of my AC moving, just like running through the canyon. Just like the constant crashing sounds of giant feet. But even so, you don't see a mission like this, and you sure as hell don't see a mission like this in Armored Core 4. It's just that fucking game. You build your AC, you spend hours and hours and hours on it. You build the AC for your playstyle, and then you get to take that into like you get to take that AC on missions, and you get to take that AC on missions where you get thrown curveballs like this, and it's great. I love these older games. I love Armored Core 2. Armored Core 2 is still my favorite from a storytelling perspective. Armored Core 2's story is really fucking good. In general, as far as Armored Core storylines go, 2's is awesome. Like, Armored Core 3, it's essentially Armored Core 1. Silent Line is another Armored Core, and I'll talk more about that when we're done with the plot. Nexus desperately wants to be Another Age, but Another Age had no plot to begin with, and neither really does Nexus. As far as storytelling goes, Last Raven is probably the best ones, like after Armored Core 2, and even then, the story of Last Raven you aren't really able to suss out what the actual plot is until you've beaten the game like 6 times. Ugh, that won't be fun. It'll be fun, but it'll be a masochistic kind of fun. Like you'll enjoy my suffering through that game, because yeah, that game's gonna raise my blood pressure a lot. That game is incredibly dickish. But this is a fun curveball, and you spend hours, and this is what I don't get, especially when it comes to the par times in Armored Core 4. The fucking par times. Is you spend hours. Okay, I can't understate the amount of time you spend I introduced a friend to Armored Core Verdict Day, and I joked, and I made it like a just sort of like offhand joke about the game being style core. You know, you got a style on your enemies. This was like years ago. You got a style on your enemies. Like you got to have the coolest looking AC possible, and it's got to be just right. It's got to be tuned just right for you. And it's like the guy, said friend was like, dude, it's already started. It's already begun. Like I spent so long just painting my AC. You spend forever on these. You spend forever building your AC. And it's your AC. Like, it's your AC. You've done the math. You've tested exhaustively. You've tested it against the poor bastard who's like the first ranker in the arena, just to see how well your weapons work. Just to have like a decent, like, you can see what their AP is, just so you like test your weapons on them, just so you have a decent baseline for how hard they hit. You know, for how far you can boost, for how fast you can boost, for how high you can maintain altitude. You know, all these things that you just testing again and again. I make it sound a little tedious, but it's really not. You'd be amazed at how fast the hours go by. Just working on your AC. It's a bit like Gran Turismo in that respect. Like a bit like like Forza, or a bit like any game where you have to like build your dream whatever, build your dream car. You know, it's just like that. You spend so much time just making it look right, making it feel right, making it play right. And then in a game like Armored Core 4, after you spend hours on this thing, you're thrown into a mission where you have to clear the mission in 30 seconds. You spent hours of work on this machine. You only get 30 seconds with it. Are you fucking kidding? What? How am I supposed to give a shit about it then? If in order to get paid, I have to barely have any hands-on time with it. Like, how the fuck are you supposed to enjoy that? I couldn't. I was bored out of my mind. I was bored out of my skull. I just couldn't do it. I just couldn't fucking... I should talk about this when we get to Armored Core 4, because I'm not playing Armored Core 4. I am going to do a video on Armored Core 4, but I'm not going to, like, play through that shit, because it put me to sleep. I'm not exaggerating, guys. I'm not joking. Armored Core 4 like put me to like unconscious. I'm so bored, I nodded off. How? Why? Like, I spent hours on this thing, making it just right. I get like fucking I gotta beat this mission faster than the loading screen takes in order to get paid. I get no time to actually like play with this thing that I built. But I just took 20 minutes to do that mission. And you know what? It was fan-fucking-tastic. It was fun. 20 minutes to do a mission with the machine, with the AC I spent an entire game building that I carried into this game. And it was fucking great. Armored Core 4 can kiss my ass. I hate it so much. I really do. I'm sorry if I went off on like a really long tangent there, but I can't. This video will have entirely consisted of me playing that mission and talking about and bitching about Armored Core 4. I'm sorry. It's just shit. It's like Armored Core 4 is just shit. I just can't describe it any other way. So I didn't get a part. I has a sad. I can only imagine the part had something to do with that crashed transport. I know there's a part there, because I remember something about, like, sneaking to, like, a base. But whatever. Oh, weapons factory, restoring MTs, aerial combat MTs, destroy all enemy forces. What do you look like?
Because of an oversight, our first surface-based weapons factory was built closer to the center.
Oh no!
It is subjected to unremitting satellite-mounted cannon attacks.
Oh no! Here we go.
Mirage is aware of the
This was the base I was talking about!
It intends to take advantage of the next round of attacks to launch an assault of their own. The area surrounding the factory is rich in minerals, which, despite the obvious dangers, is the reason we maintain our presence there. A reward has been arranged that is in line with the difficulty of this mission. Mirage's efforts to seize the factory must be foiled.
I don't know, if you're in a constant satellite bombardment, I think more than 36k is merited. So yeah, you can't bring a consort with you, which sucks. I need to save my missiles, because I'm going to need those missiles. Fortunately, I will not be in a room that is on fire this time if one of these other strange mechs shows up.
Targets approaching. Move to intercept.
Raven, we're tracking the satellite's progress now. It will be in range soon. Watch yourself.
So, yeah. That satellite bombardment, it's coming.
Cannon bursts imminent. Keep moving.
Yeah, so, guess what? That was an orbital strike that nearly hit me. So, yep. Right now I'm just trying to survive. So I'm just going to stay here because you can actually sort of duck under here and avoid the satellite cannon of doom. This does put you pretty... Shit! And yes, the satellite is gunning for you. Oh shit.
Unidentified target detected.
Oh no. Oh, you asshole. I knew he was gonna show up. Fuck. God damn it. I'm glad this message finds you alive and well. The following is my report on what was learned during your most recent mission. The satellite weapon you encountered was most likely put into service around the same time that Layered came into being. Its purpose was obviously... Okay, you don't get anything unique. Ronin has upgraded to an AC. See, enough about the unit's performance. Myself in need of a partner. I find myself in need of a partner in the previous mission, but you would probably die. I feel we're gonna need to bring along. You are incomplete. Yeah, I'm gonna switch back to the RF-220. What rifles are available? Let's peruse. Rapid fire rifle. That's just a rifle that like fires faster. Let's buy you and see how you do. Not good. It has no radar, but it's better at everything. It has nothing, but it's better at everything. Sniper rifle with an emphasis on range. It's on attack. That's got more ammo, but yeah, that does more damage in general. It would be nice. It would be nice if they dropped the gull already. What the hell? Let's go to the arena and see if we can't get any better parts. Let's see, mileage. What are you? Who be you? Because of his loathing for waste in any form, he does his best to choose targets with care and only fires weapons when a hit is assured. He and Gimlet have very different views regarding tactics and do not get along. He's got an exceed orbit. He's got a medium missile. He's got the sphere. He's got a halberd. Defense, mobility. What's my rating out of curiosity? It won't rate my AC. It did that in Armored Core 2. Oh, does it say anything new about me? Nope. Yeah, we'll go to the arena. I'm gonna exceed orbit. I'm gonna friggin' missile his ass. Just missiles. Lots and lots of them. Lots of them. Lots of them. Lots and lots of missiles. Eat shit! You go into output down and you stay there. Ooh, he tried to... Oh, he did hit me. Ooh, he's fast. Oh, you bitch. I'll teach you all about fucking exceed orbits. Teach you all about that shit. This will be like the 5th or 6th time I've said the soundtrack to this game is great. The soundtrack to this game is great. That's like 7th now. 6th or 7th. You're gonna hear me say it a lot when we get to Nexus, because I will be dancing when we are playing Armored Core Nexus. Mail? I have new mail. Congratulations, recent the arena's D ranks. We've prepared a reward in recognition of this accomplishment. Please check your garage to receive the CWR M70 AC back part. CWR M70. That's a missile, isn't it? No, CWR M70. It's gonna be a rocket. M30, M70. Mid-size rocket, 70 rounds. Okay. Okay. We are in the land of recolors. Heavier, but with less drain and more. Ooh, more ammo. Same heat. It's literally the same, but with more ammo and less energy drain. I don't know how how you are heavier and weighed down by more ammo, but drain less. But whatever. It's the exact same as everything else. No, it'll lock up to 3 times. That's why it has more ammo. So if you lock all 3 times, you basically have 10 shots with this thing. Do I want the improved heat rifle? Things are taking a bit to kill, so I might just keep this rifle. There was a recolor of the rocket launcher, too. Nexus won't do this. Like, all the recolors are gone in Nexus. Small rockets, 30 rounds. I think this is a lighter version of the one I have. Mid-size rockets, 50 rounds. Yeah, it's a lighter version. It's got 20 less rockets. I don't use rockets that much. I don't use rockets very much. Mainly I use rockets for, like, destructible objects and, like, things I can snipe from behind a corner. Like, things that are big and stationary, things that are environmental and destructible that I have to destroy for a mission objective, and when I can, like, sort of hug a corner and snipe. That's pretty much it. I could probably do... We'll see how this goes. We'll see how that shakes out.